Just for fun. Just for fun. Well, you better be gone. You better be gone.
Wait, name, sir. Wait, sir.
I don't hear any grunting or groaning going on. Here goes the
Night, sir.
During cadet basic training, my squad leader was always there for me.
Come on, catch up.
Sir, new cadet Owen reporting to the cadet in red sash, as ordered.
I was terrified of the cadet in the red sash. I think everyone is terrified of the cadet in the red sash.
You understand? Yes, sir. That is a proper military salute.
Do you know how to salute?
I got about 20 rounds left. 20 rounds.
The United States Military Academy, the nation's oldest service academy, gives you a chance to become the best you can be. West Point develops our nation's future leaders at a time when the world demands leadership. As a member of the Corps of Cadets, you will be taught, trained, and challenged in academics, military skills, and in physical development. It's tough, but becoming the very best is never easy. You are among a select group of outstanding young men and women from every state in the nation who have been offered admission. In a few weeks, you will take the first step in a 4-year West Point experience.
Hello. In a few weeks, you will join us here at West Point, taking your first step in a challenging 4-year experience. Let me extend my personal congratulations to you and to your family. Your class, the West Point class of 1999, enters with an outstanding record of accomplishment in scholarship, leadership, and athletics. We look forward to seeing you on reception day as you begin your cadet life. We've been communicating with you throughout the admission cycle. This video is another communication. Two purposes of this video are to introduce you to our senior West Point leadership and to show you a short segment on cadet basic training and what you will experience. The superintendent, the commandant of cadets, and the dean of the academic board all have special words of advice for you as you begin your West Point experience. Now, let's meet the United States Military Academy's senior leaders.
West Point Superintendent is not only a college president, but mayor of the West Point community and the commander for the military staff and faculty. Lieutenant General Howard Graves has broad experience as a commander of military units and installations. As Commandant of the Army War College, he was responsible for the final levels of professional military education for senior officers of the Army, including many who held key command and staff positions in Operation Desert Storm. At the national command level, he has held several key joint service assignments, most recently as assistant to the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff from 1989 to 1991. A 1961 West Point graduate, Lieutenant General Graves returned to the Academy in July 1991 to serve as its 54th superintendent.
Congratulations on being selected to become a member of the Corps of Cadets. Congratulations not only to you, but to your family, your parents, and your entire community. You can be proud of what you have achieved. You're now about to join some of the most outstanding students from across this great country of ours. You're about to begin 4 years of growth, of adventure, of excitement. Your acceptance at West Point tells us that you have what it takes to become a leader. And that's what we do at West Point. We develop leaders. We're not a normal college. Our very reason for being is to produce leaders for the nation. Now, for that reason, the 4 years here will be very demanding, very challenging, and they are not for everyone. Come prepared to work hard, to play hard. Most of all, though, don't come unless you really want to. Don't come because your parents want you to, or because your coach is pressuring you to, or because everyone is so proud of you that you don't know how to say that you really would rather do something else. Come because you know what we do and you're prepared to do the work necessary to become a West Point graduate. If you do, if you join us, you'll be joining 2 centuries of very proud tradition. I look forward to seeing you this summer.
During cadet basic training, you will learn military courtesies, rifle marksmanship, tactical maneuvers, mountain rappelling, and many other basic skills of the soldier. The Commandant of Cadets coordinates all of this training and also executes a program that helps provide you with a sound understanding of the Cadet Honor Code. That code states a cadet will not lie, cheat, or steal, nor tolerate those who do. Living under the Honor Code helps you develop your own set of professional ethics that will allow you to handle any moral and ethical dilemma you will face as an Army officer. Brigadier General Freddie E. McFerrin is the 64th Commandant of Cadets at the United States Military Academy. A native of Texas and a 1966 West Point graduate, General McFerrin joined the senior leadership staff after serving as Assistant Division Commander for the 24th Infantry Division Mechanized at Fort Stewart, Georgia. He has served in a wide variety of command and staff positions during his Army career. Most recently, he commanded the 18th Field Artillery Brigade during Operation Desert Storm.
I would like to congratulate each one of you on your decision to attend the United States Military Academy. As the Commandant, I'm the legal commander of the Corps of Cadets, and I'm responsible for the military and physical training of all these young men and women. Like any other member of this institution, I'm also responsible for the moral and ethical development of all these fine young Americans. We're standing on the plain at West Point, where since 1802 cadets have trained. They have drilled and paraded. They have shot artillery pieces. They have participated in athletic events, ridden horses, and even several of our early Army-Navy games were played here. And this is the same location where you'll take your oath of office as a cadet, and much of your training will take place. This is a very exciting and demanding time, and I encourage all of you to ensure that you're in the best physical shape possible. I know that most of you are athletes, but I want you to know that the time that you will face during the first 6 weeks is very challenging, so it behooves you to make sure that you're ready to come here prepared to meet these challenges. During your 4 years here, you'll receive a great deal of military training. The first couple of years, it'll be geared towards those skills and traits that individual soldiers need to understand and appreciate. The last couple of years, our focus will change, and you will be taught those principles and skills that officers need to know to lead the young men and women of the armed forces. West Point exists to build leaders of character, and our bedrock values are extremely important in that process. They are honor and consideration of others. I am very excited about the opportunity that lies before you. And again, I congratulate you on your decision to attend the United States Military Academy.
The academic program at West Point offers you a wide variety of choices and challenges. There are over 30 fields of study and 19 optional majors from which you can choose, helping you develop a solid career foundation. Classes are small, which enables you to achieve success. Professors and instructors are always available when you need extra help. The curriculum reflects more than 185 years of changes, both in the military profession and in higher education. Brigadier General Gerald E. Galloway became Dean of the Academic Board in July 1990, having served as Chairman of the Department of Geography and Environmental Engineering. The Dean has taught at West Point since 1979. During his 33 years of service, General Galloway supervised Army engineer activity in Vietnam in the early 70s, and later commanded the Vicksburg District Corps of Engineers, developing water resources in the lower Mississippi Valley.
Congratulations on your admission to the United States Military Academy. We're delighted that you will be coming to West Point this summer and look forward to seeing you. I'm standing here in Thayer Hall, our principal academic building. Behind me, you see cadets moving to their classrooms and officers moving to the same areas to carry out the instructions. Many of the people who are in this film will be with you when you begin academics in middle August of this year. We look forward to the challenges that lie ahead in the academic arena. We're quite proud of our academic program and all that it offers. We will give you the opportunity to grow during your 4 years at West Point, to be inspired, to instill within you creativity, intellectual curiosity, a knowledge of other cultures, the ability to work with the math and sciences, to become historically minded, to communicate both orally and in writing. You will find the program challenging and demanding, but certainly very interesting. This is a typical classroom. These classrooms are the hallmark of the West Point educational process. For here, we put one instructor and 15 to 20 students in a closed environment. There's no place for the students to hide, and similarly, there's always direct access for the student to his or her instructor.
Where did they get this number E from? 1 over.
Your intellectual development will begin on the day you arrive at West Point. The stamina, self-discipline, and time management skills you develop in cadet basic training will put you in good stead when you enter this classroom. I know many of you. I've met you around the country. I know the records of most all of the rest, and I can assure you that you represent top quality. Your class is going to be a great one and will add to the reputation of the Military Academy. I wish you the best and look forward to seeing you at West Point.
Cadet Basic Training will challenge you from the moment you begin in processing on reception day. In fact, when you march across the plain to take the oath of allegiance, all of that day's activities may seem a blur to you. Transition from civilian to military life will test you. But you will grow during Cadet Basic Training, learning the importance of self-discipline. You will undoubtedly make your share of mistakes. Everyone does. Just pick yourself up, keep going, because we know you can succeed. Let some of our cadets tell you about Cadet Basic Training in their own words. Listen carefully.
Reception Day at the United States Military Academy is close at hand. It marks the beginning of a challenging summer of military training for you. It is difficult, but not impossible. It will test you and develop you. You may feel discouraged and frustrated at times, but never give up. Becoming a leader takes a great deal of work. What you're about to see is but a small slice of the West Point experience. It is the first of many building blocks to the future. Challenge yourself like you have never been challenged before. Become the very best you can be.
Congratulations on being accepted to West Point. My name's Cadet Todd Brown, and I'll be the Cadet Basic Training 1 Commander. I'll be here on our day when you arrive, and we'll train together for 3 weeks. I look forward to working with you all this summer.
When they told us to separate from our parents, both my parents immediately started crying, and that was the first time I ever saw my dad cry. And then it just hit me then that I was doing something really important.
At this time, you will give me your attention.
They were very proud of me, and that made me proud to see them like that.
The leadership lessons you learn at West Point are invaluable. You'll apply them both in the Army and in the civilian world, and that's what West Point is designed for, to build leaders of character.
Yes, sir. Good, Daniel. You cadet, you will canch your hand. You understand? Yes, sir. That is a proper military salute.
Do you know how to salute?
Left, right, left.
Oh, get it there, overall. Good job, man. Kick right. Hold on. Kick. Williamson will aid the victim. He stands behind the victim, and he will place one foot between the legs of the victim.
Puts it on and ties it off.
Sometimes during Cadet Basic Training, it seemed like all of our instructions were shouted or yelled at us, and that everything was very demanding. But one of the things that you learn very quickly is to pick out the instructions, the very simple instructions, and just follow them.
Throw the rope around the street.
There you go, that's what I'm talking about. Exactly, baby, that's the way. Oh. Yeah, up here. I got it. Mercy.
Okay, I need some more slack.
When you go through beats, you're not going through alone. You're going through with about 1,200 of your classmates, and you draw strength from them.
Basic training is important because you're going from a civilian to a soldier, and there's a definite transition there. A whole different set of values, a whole different set of rules that you need to live by, and Cadet Basic Training is the tool that West Point uses to make that transition so that when you enter the academic year as a cadet and later when you enter the Corps of Officers, you're better prepared to handle the new challenges, the new rules, and the new stress of the job.
All throughout Cadet Basic Training, I got lots and lots of letters from home. That was one of the best things that I looked forward to every night, was reading a letter from my mother or from my little brother.
Definitely an important part of succeeding in basic training is keeping a positive attitude. No matter what happens in basic training, just realize that you are capable of doing everything that we ask you to do. You wouldn't have been accepted by West Point if you didn't have the ability to do it. So keep a sense of humor and be willing to try new things and do new things, because there's just a whole new world out there waiting for you to try new things.
You represent the very best of the American people. It will be your understanding of our nation's challenges and your embodiment of our nation's values, enriched by what you have learned here, leavened by the experiences to come, bound by your commitment to duty, honor, country, which will permit you to make our greatest contribution to the nation, continuing service. You have earned your turn to lead, to follow in the footsteps of those who have been on the plane before you. Over the past 4 years, your nation has invested heavily in you. The skills and dedication you now bring to the defense of our nation are more than ample repayment. I am proud of the work you do, honored to serve as your Commander-in-Chief, confident that all Americans join me in saluting your achievement, and very, very optimistic about the future of our nation in your hands. Good luck, God bless you, and God bless America.
West Point will challenge you like you have never been challenged before, and push you to become the very best that you can be. Congratulations and welcome.